Okay, this is going to be a 22-minute video, workout video. You're going to want a mat. I've got a padded floor, so I don't necessarily need one. We're going to want 3 weight options, a 5 to 10 pound weight, a 10 to 20 pound weight, and a 20 to 30 pound weight, if you're choosing to use weights. A water bottle I have behind me here. Start your fitness watch so you get credit for your exercise. We'll go ahead and get going on our warm-up right now. We're going to start with some push-ups on the wall. Just kind of stretching the back out, the triceps out, getting a little bit of heat in the body. Get that back, kind of really pull those shoulder blades together in the back. We'll do this for about 30 seconds. Then we'll swap over to our next, which is overhead triceps. Similar to what we're going to do in the fitness routine. We'll take our smallest weight. We're going to keep our elbows kind of to the side. And you can do this same option when we do this in our workout for our overhead triceps. You can use a single weight or you can use 2 weights. It's actually easier if you have the larger weights to use a single weight. And we'll reach it way back there. Now we're using a light weight because this is just in the warm-up. Similar to that, on our T-hold, what we're going to do on our T-hold, similar to this, moving our weights out, down to our side, back up to the front. When we're in the front, we'll turn the weight, bring it down, back up, to the side, to the front, turn it again, down, up, back to the side, down again. All right, continuing to warm up. Kind of high knees. This is the warm-up, so we don't need to get too crazy with this. Just bring them up a little bit, trying to get it warmed up. Low impact. We can eliminate the impact by going fairly slow, making sure we have one foot on the ground before we take the other one off. All right. We're going to do a punch and a kick off the same leg, the back leg. Punch, kick off the back leg, punch, and we're going to be doing this in the routine. Now here you don't want to go too high. You're not really stretched out and ready yet. You'll feel that in the back of your hamstring, especially if you go too high. Next, speed skater. Again, slowly. Just trying to get that body twist. We're trying to warm ourselves up so we're ready to go. Now our first exercise, after we have our 20-second break, will be speed skater. Use that 20-second break to kind of tell you what's going on in the next one. So in our jump squats, we'll come down and we're going to go up. Now we can come up to our toes. We can actually do a full jump. A lot of options here. Either way, make sure when you come back down, you got your weight in your heels and your toes, your knees behind your toes. So several options on this. We can just do a regular squat. We can go up. Toes. We can jump. If we want a little more impact, a little more physicality, better workout, but we don't want the impact, we can go to a single leg. Again, making sure you're keeping the weight in the heels and your knees behind your toes. I can't jump very high because of my ceiling height here. I can keep my arms bent a little bit. Allows me to get a better jump if that's what I'm looking for. Okay. A T-hold. As I explained in the beginning, what we're going to do, we're going to start with these weights on our side. Bring them up to the front. We'll turn them, bring them down, back up to the side, and here we go. We'll turn, down, up, to the side. Now you want to make sure you keep these at shoulder height, no higher. If it gets a little harder, make sure you're not bringing your shoulders up and kind of shrugging when you do this. It's easy to do. Possibly a few things you can do. If you're having a hard time, drop the weight down a little lower, or you can bend your arms. Do them that way. If you want a little bit harder, you can go down onto your knees. Just keeps your body out of it. Same idea other than that. All right. Next exercise is going to be our speed skater. Same idea as what we did in the warm-up. We're just going to do a little faster. And make sure we're twisting the body through this in the opposite direction. Get a little bit of flexibility built in there. We start off a little slower, work our way up, and we can start jumping. Don't put too much twist in the body. We don't want to hurt ourselves, but we can get a little bit in here. A little bit more flexibility in the body. Myself, I started doing martial arts, create a lot of flexibility in my body. Actually helped me sleep a lot better. Even though I wasn't competing, wasn't doing hardcore taekwondo or anything like that. All right, next warm up is going to be our over the top triceps. Now we can take this large weight and do it with a single large weight, or we can do it with multiple lighter weights. If we do multiple lighter weights, we're going to do them in a hammer style. Keep them right next to each other. Your elbows in. Bring this guy right over the back. Now, similar to others, we want to keep our back straight. And if we want to make sure we're not using our body, we can also go down to our knees. Breathing. All right. Go ahead and grab a little bit of water. Next thing we're going to do is a combo kick and punch. Similar to the warm-up, backhand, back foot at the same time. We're going to want to load and twist and kick. Load and twist and kick. Load, twist, kick. Load, kick. Backhand and foot. Now if we want to, we can bring our foot back, do a jump switch to the other side. That is an option. Or we can just do our standard switch. I tend to walk forward when I'm doing this. Makes it a little bit difficult sometimes. I just have to kind of keep that in mind. Really get that twist in though when you're punching. Okay, little break. Next thing, everybody's favorite, push-ups. Now the most important thing on these is to get the range. So you have to start on a wall, do your push-ups here. That's an option. Make it a little bit harder. We can move further away from the wall. A little bit harder than that. We can go down to our knees and do a push-up. Again, getting that full range is the most important thing. And go all the way down, all the way back up. Now your hand position is up to you. Put them about shoulder width. That's what I'm going with. You can put them out a little wider, make it a little harder. Also a little harder if we put them right in the middle. Come up to our feet, all the way down, back up. That full range is what we want. Our back straight. All right. I could use a drink after that. So we're going to stay down on the floor. They want your mat for this, for bicycle abs. All right. So we're going to alternate opposite hands and feet. Bringing our knees and our elbows together. Keep your back pushed into the ground. Keep your hands on the side of your head so you're not pulling on your neck. Now if these are hard for you, you can put your foot down part way through. Make them a little bit easier. Abs and core in general are important. Not my strongest point, but we'll get better at that. All right. Keep the small of that back pushed into the ground. Oh, going to curls at this point. We can alternate them. We can do both at once. A lot of options here. So do it at the same time. Make sure you're not throwing the weight like this. And make sure we're bringing them straight up. Now, to make it a little easier, you can do them individually, one at a time. Give each arm a little more rest. Bring the leg a little harder. Don't go to the bottom, stop about here. If you really find yourself throwing the weights, get down to your knees. Bring them up. Hard to use your body this way. Really stress that. Last 10 seconds. We'll bring them up and we'll pulse them. If you can. 5 more seconds of pulsing. All right. We're down on the ground. We're going to stay down on the ground. We're going to what we call a bridge. Now, shoulder blades should be on the ground. We're going to start with both feet, heels to the ground. Bring ourselves up and just pulse. A couple different ways that we can make this harder. We can do one leg and pulse. We can take them a little further away and pulse. We need to make it a little easier. We can bring our legs further under our backside. And that's what we're working on this. You will feel this tomorrow. Never go all the way down. If it's a little too much, Take a little break and go down in. When we're working, we're staying up. Really pulsing that. All right, keep that pulse going. Okay, last exercise before our cool down. We're gonna do our shoulder press. Now, your weight may vary. I got 35s here. We're gonna bring them up. Keep your back straight. Bring them all the way up. My ceiling's a little short. I can barely extend them all the way up. All right, if you find yourself dipping down and throwing them up, you might want to go down to a kneel. Same idea as before. You can't really throw the weights that way. It's a little too hard. You can alternate one at a time. 15 more seconds. Last 10 seconds. Pulse. All right. Now we're gonna go to our cool down. We're gonna go to a speed skater. Well, we're really just gonna do a skater. Not so much the speed part. Just kind of get stretched out, keep ourselves going. Really just slowing it down, allowing our heart rate to come back down. All right, we'll go back to some wall push-ups. Really kind of try to stretch the back out here, similar to what we did before. Bring our legs out, just kind of get our back stretched out a little bit. Cross our arms over our head. Grab the opposite elbow. Pull down. You'd be doing your left side at this point. Get that side stretch into it and lean over to the side. Swap to the other side. Same idea. Get that lean over to the other side. Alright. Let's do a high knee. What we're gonna do, put your hand up on something, or if you have a chair, or if you have decent balance, just kind of hold your knee up. A little stretch there. We go to our stretch on the wall with our biceps. Stretch our legs out a little bit. Put your right heel into the ground, or actually, let me call it my left heel because I'm mirroring everything. My left heel in the ground, bending my front knee, getting a stretch in that calf. Really stretch it out. And you're gonna straighten your front leg out, lock it, bend down. You should feel stretching your hamstring at this point. Switch, right leg back, bend that front leg, drive that heel into the ground, get that calf stretched out real good. Straighten that front leg out, don't lock it, head down, touch the ground. We're gonna try and twist around a little bit. Get that back stretched out real good. Now, if you can, go ahead and stretch that quadricep out. If you have to grab the wall, that's fine. If not, you kind of hold your arm out. Don't bring your leg out to the side. Keep your leg under you. Get it good and stretched out. Go to the opposite leg. Good and stretched out. Pull that foot up towards your shoulder blade. A little bit longer, a couple more seconds. Okay, that's our workout for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe, see me back. This was an intermediate workout, low-level intermediate. If this one was a little tough for you, I have a beginner workout. If it was a little easier for you, there'll be I call it experienced workout coming up. Not really a pro level yet, but we'll get there. Thank you very much.